Hello, and welcome to episode 5 of our Seaopolis 2 Modpack adventure. Hope you're all having a fantastic day thus far. I know I myself personally am. I do want to say a quick shout out and thank you to everyone that's hopped over to Twitch and followed us over the past week. It has been very awesome to come back onto Twitch and then just see that we have a couple more people here with us. Now, a lot has been updated in the pack. I was just telling Twitch chat this. Basically, the last time we played this mod pack, it was on version 5. Now we are on version 7.2. So some things have been made easier, some things have been made shorter, some things have been made different, and some things have been added, right? Now, on that note, we should probably update y'all with everything that I've, well, updated. So I think we should start in the middle and work our way out. First off, we have the mob farm, which I've expanded due to two realizations. Originally I said, you need blackstone and the stonecutter to get the vector plates. However, you can actually also use deep slate. So you never really had to worry about getting blackstone to begin with, which is fine and dandy. There's a quicker, easier route. However, blackstone has also been added to the resource generator for production. So now if you want to use blackstone, you can. If you want to produce it, you can. And it's on par with all the rest. We need to get one set up in here. I haven't done so because I just, when I realized that I could use deep slate, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna use deep slate. So that is what has happened there. We have progressed through the dark utilities to get the player damage plates just because I wanted this to be very seamless, and setting up mob farm stuff, I feel like it's better shown than done because a lot of it's like, oh, does this work? Oh, no. Oh, does this work? No. So what we have here are the player damage plates. And if we go into our quest line real quick, hostile mobs, we basically just went down this path. So you get your damage plates, which deals damage to anything that stands on it. Pretty basic. Then you get your maim, which will damage things all the way down to almost dying, but it won't kill them. And this way you can walk up and damage them. And then we have the player damage plates, which basically kills things as if you had. So this is obviously where you want to be at. It means you can have your mob farm run fully automatic and it will still produce experience. It's everything you want in life and so much more. So basically all we're missing from this now is the spider eye, and that should be it. So yeah, basically I just went up there, threw down a couple extra, extended the walls a little bit. It's working really good now, and then we have this trap door set up to be able to get the experience from inside. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'm not entirely sure. This tinted ethereal glass I actually got from opening these loot boxes, which I probably shouldn't have done off camera, but we can open a couple here and just see what's up with them. So yeah, here you go. More ethereal glass. This is reverse, so it's only solid to players. That means your mobs could just run right out. Obviously, we wouldn't want that, so I'm just going to throw all this stuff back over here for now. But that is how you obtain that. So, probably shouldn't have done that. So that's the mob farm pretty much caught up. And then to run it into the system, because you'll notice that we do have storage drawers over here for all of our stuff. We basically just did it underneath the island here. So let's pop down below. Here we go. We have our chest, and then attached to our chest, right above it, we have an item collector, right? On top of that item collector is where this plate is, right here. I think it's underneath that one. So essentially the item collector picks up all the items that get dropped by the mobs, puts it in the chest, and then the chest exports it over and under and back around to this chest. Oh, nice. Sometimes the mobs drop armor, and this is good because, it's less stuff that we have to make. Anyways, from this chest, we have two outputs, one going into a trash can and one going back into our standard system, which leads over to the drawer controller, right? So from the chest, we actually have a advanced pipe upgrade, and then we're just throwing out the items we don't need, drums, bows, sticks, things that, we can either, get from elsewhere, or I just don't care to collect. So that is that. I do want to throw these pants. We've already gotten a chest piece here, so we're basically going to have an armor set without even having to craft one, which is, you know, nice. Really nice. So, mob farm explained. Now let's go to this back area, because you probably noticed it looks a bit cleaner and maybe a bit more confusing. It really depends on who you are. So, what we've done is completely destroyed the dirt auto-sieving farm setup back here. We simply don't need this stuff from dirt anymore. If we need pebbles, I do have a dirt farm going, and we'll get to that. But, yeah, we're pretty good on pebbles for quite a while. We have over 2,000 of them, so I figured we'll just turn that off for a little bit. Instead, we have this auto gravel and dust sieving setup. And this is being ran from our previous setup that we did in the last episode, which is right here. Basically, all I did is go underneath these blocks and pull them out using some pipes. And I believe, yeah, this pipe is completely separate from this one. That is something important to note here. I don't have them running into the same thing. They're actually separate all the way through and through. So in case you're like, hey, how did he get those separate from that? Like, what did he do? I didn't. I just separated the pipes entirely. Did it cost some? I mean, not really. Pipes only cost flint in this. Flint and stone, right? Flint and chest. Okay, there you go. Sorry, it's been a little bit since I've hopped on this pack here, so. Anyways, the drops from that are going into here. I don't know why it has stone pebbles. Oh, perhaps when I first set it up, right? I just never came back over here and grabbed them. Any hoosers. So one's doing dust, one's doing gravel. I just have that set up with a basic filter down here, right? And if you're trying to set an item, you want it on whitelist. Myself personally, I always get confused between whitelist and blacklist. I've been using these systems for years. I still get confused about them. And for no reason. It's just one thing that always seems to flip-flop in my brain. Anyways, so if you're ever having problems, you can just set a chest out to the side and test it out, you know what I mean? Do I need this one or that one? Any hoosers. Over here we have our auto dirt making machine, basically. And it's just 3 things, a carrot going into a barrel, and the barrel is linked into the system to, you know, pull everything in. Need to take that off. Okay. And then this is our carrot setup, sugarcane setup, cactus setup, and wood setup. One thing you can do as well, and I'm not sure if I went over this in a video, but you can hoe the hopper botany pot after you put dirt in it. Just right click on it with a hoe, and it will give you this farmland, which grows things 1.05 times faster, which is, you know, smaller than what you'd probably like, but it's still nice. It's still an upgrade. This hasn't changed at all. This is still our input from the barrel and sieve what you want to sieve. I should probably change the setup given it's only working on a, you know, 2x3. I'm pretty sure we can get this to work on a 3x3 with just a little finagling, but I've been a little too lazy given my focus has been elsewhere. So that should be everything caught up as far as this wall goes, right? And basically to get our copper and tin pieces, I've just been throwing in a whole lot of the, you know, pore transformation. It's not the powder. What is it? The dust? Matter. Okay. So let us run over and this is how I've gotten all my experience, by the way. Just leave the trapdoor open, run over, get your experience, you're good to go. So last time when we left off, we basically just had this back setup, and what we noticed is that it wasn't enough to power our compression dynamo because, I mean, this thing was just running too fast. It still does, I think. I don't know. I haven't tried it with the new system. I guess we could do it now, right? But essentially, this thing was running too fast for our lava to really keep up and for us to be able to produce organic matter, which we have some down here. We need to go throw that over there. But essentially, yeah, so it'd come into the barrel and then go into the machines. The machines powder our gravel, dust, and sand setup. What I did off camera was build this extra little bit, and I wanted to test out a resource generator too, so this is the setup for it, which obviously if you want to open this, you'll need a barrel, not a chest, but I was a big old goofball, and I put a chest there. So anyways, we have a block of tin increasing the speed of this resource generator as well. Just wanted to see what the output was like. It's okay. We can watch it right here. It's not the world's greatest. Another thing, you can put a stack in your resource generator, and it will produce more of that item, or rather, produce it faster. I guess produce more of it in a same amount of time. But anyways, you get the point. Put a stack when you get it up top, and it will allow these machines to run a bit faster. So we added this side basically to try to keep up with our lava production needs, which it seems like everything's fine now, but that's also because we have 11 crucibles over here, each of which can hold up to 4 buckets, right? And then we have 32 over there. So whatever 32 times 4 is, 128, right? 128 buckets within the crucibles. So we're pretty well backed up on lava and should be for quite some time. That's kind of why I set that up. So that way we wouldn't have production problems throughout the rest of this, because we're going to be diving into more machines. And well, we want to make sure that we can keep up. So going to get our 10 plates. I did go ahead and throw those in there off camera because it's like, yeah, we're going to be progressing this quest anyways, and they're the exact same as the copper plates. Next up, let's go through our lava farm setup because this is very clean and I like the way it looks. So, if you're someone like me that likes to be meticulous for almost no reason, here you go. Underneath each crucible, we have a block of coal, which I believe is the highest form of heat source we can get. On top, we have fire crucibles, and then a line of resource generators down, basically to equal 1 generator to 1 crucible. I don't think you will need this once you fully upgrade your lava, or rather your stone production. That being said, I did not want any way, shape, form, or how of being out of resources, right? So, we're good. We have all of our cobblestone being pumped into all of the barrels, and they're all connected back here, so it's not like this line only sends to this line only sends to this. They're all hooked up together just in case one ever falls behind. The rest will bring them in line. Now, bringing us to the top here, we have all of our fluid pipes with upgrades in them coming out from the crucibles and being pumped into these basic fluid tanks, which the recipe has been updated. Let's see here. For some reason, my brain went completely blank on the word recipe. But yeah, now it's just glass. Basically just like a glass chest. And these can hold 32 buckets. They're a really good way to buffer your system. Over there, we're using stone barrels, which can hold 1 bucket. Honestly, I probably should have just used crucibles there. But nonetheless, these can each hold 32, which means we have 128 buckets basically on back storage over here for sending off into other directions in the future, or if we need to run up and grab a bucket, we can do that as well. And again, they're all connected in the back. And then coming down this very back side, you'll notice we have a fluid pipe running down underground all the way around the system and back. Well, let's see, back into it right here. So that is why we should be good on lava, and I believe that is everything caught up in between streams, in between episodes. Quite a bit here, but nothing that we haven't already talked about or done. I basically just beautified everything, made it a little bit simpler, sat down and thought about how I wanted things to run. So that's pretty much it. We're all caught up. We're all good. Let me throw my organic matter in here. And I guess technically we could set up an auto system for this. I've not really seen a need to, given I can go over and create 2.5 stacks at a time. And just to show y'all that system, let's grab a thing of dust, thing of stone. Do I have flint on me? No. Grab some flint. Also, this recipe has been tweaked. It used to only give you 4 powder. Now it gives you 5, so just a little bit extra there. But anyways, you can make a stack here real quick. And obviously, if you just grab more materials, you can make even more. Throw it into this top chest, which we have being exported out of using item filters into the stone barrels, which are then exporting the organic matter, the organic matter via item pipes once again. So that is everything done, right? And I figured we were going to need some experience in the future. I always do this in packs where I'm like, I don't want to do a mob farm efficiently. And then by the time that I need it, I'm like, oh, shucks, I could have done that ages ago, and I wouldn't have this problem now. The Stitcher I think that's how you say that, right? The Stitch. I don't know. Thank you for the follow there. All right, so all that's good. Should be perfectly fine to go. We're gonna take a little snooze here, and now let's dive back into our quest book, back to where we were down here in the Bronze Age. So copper plate, tin plate. This is where we left off. We're gonna be diving into the induction smelter, which I believe we already have saved over here. We do. From the induction smelter, we're going to be able to create bronze, which is made really simply by putting copper and tin together. 3-to-1 ratio will give you 4. We're going to need at least a block for future, things. We also have the sequential fabricator that has been added, and another auto crafter, which I'll dive into here in just a minute. We've seen the sequential fabricator in some of our previous packs, so if you're curious about that, perhaps check out one of those videos. If not, we will probably get into this, I'd imagine. We use this in Cryptopolis, and it's really good for automating recipes and keeping things compact, right? On that note, though, back here we do have a structured crafter that has been added. It's an in-world auto crafting. You can use blocks or inventories to craft items. The example shows a log being made into planks. And this block does require a redstone signal. So let's see. Just to show you how something like this would work. It's just a crafting automat. If you happen to have, yeah, okay. What you can do with these. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, thank you, Minecraft. So, what you can do with these is set up a system. We'll just literally build their example there. And you'll want to remove this block. Basically, this structured crafter reads the inventory of a 3x3 behind it, but in the physical world. So it reads this box, this box, this one, this one, this one, this one, that one, that one, and that one. That makes sense? So if there was a recipe like this, then it would work. However, there's not, so obviously that won't. So what we could do is place this here, give this little guy a redstone signal, such as a button or a lever, and it will turn the log into planks. Now you can have stuff touching the structured crafter, you just can't have anything in that 3x3 area. That's not a recipe. That being said, though, you can do a lot of cool stuff with this, right? See? So it's interesting, and you can definitely set up creating something like this, your poor transformation powder, really easy, using chests, drawers, whatever you want it, But essentially you would just put the items into the chest. So we're just doing this because I have chests. You can also use drawers if you wanted to, and that way you could really limit what's going into each one. Let's say we grab this, that, and that. What is this recipe? Stone, powder. Okay. So let's say you did something like that, 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 that. Oh, shucks, I messed that up. And then that, that. And you put flint in the middle. Obviously, this would only need to be 16, but you can come back over here and have this click, and there you go. Furthermore, I believe we got this redstone clock in the very beginning, right? You can also just throw that down, and this should tick, and when it does, it'll produce, right? Ticks. It looks like it's enough to produce the recipe twice per tick, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, it'll just keep pulling materials from your inventories and crafting it. Now, obviously, I didn't set this up because, again, I can kind of craft this a lot faster myself. And if we're going to be automating it, I kind of want to do a whole new setup, and I didn't want to do all that off camera. So, you know, you get what you get and you don't complain a bit. We may be working with that stuff in the future. We may use the sequential fabricator. We'll just have to see what route is best for us. So, let's dive into the actual quest objectives here now that we're all caught up. I just figured that was a very important feature to showcase because, again, it's kind of something that... throw that in there. Kind of something that we've already experienced in the pack, so it's not like I'm gonna, you know, need to re-experience that. But if you're in the early beginnings of the pack, it could be really, really useful for you. So, let's see, where are we at? Cobblestone. And we need to make ourselves an induction smelter. This requires 2 furnaces. And then just the tin plates and copper plates, which we already have. So there we go with that. We can go through this into our little power strip here. Cool. And you know what? Let's go ahead and grab some copper and some tin to convert over. Let's see, it's a 3-to-1 ratio, so let's do 18 and 6. How many does that give us? 24? Let's just do 30 and 10. That'll give us 40. Hopefully that's enough. I mean, we could just do a stack, but we'll see if this is enough. Now, this is going to go pretty slow. What we can actually do is take our resonant integral component out of this because this works in all machines. This is going to, of course, decrease our RF output, but that's okay. And we can, no. We can put it over here, and this will end up using more RF. However, it will work a lot faster. So there's our bronze. Hopefully this doesn't... Oh, yeah. It's definitely starting to drain on our machines. No, it's good. Hard to tell. 160, that's only using 80. Which are these using? Max. Okay, so if this ends up hitting 180, then we know we are maxing it out. Since the power's going down, we know that we're still good on power production. So, have our bronze. Let's go craft a block of it. We'll need that for a future thing. There we are. Hop back into our quest book here. Bronze Age, so we've done that, We're going to hold off on the sequential fabricator, like I said. To get the gear working die, we need a smithing table. Smithing table takes 2 tin, and just like regular. Let's get... Oh. This pack doesn't have mouse tweaks, and I'm so used to playing with mouse tweaks that I'm a little spoiled. Alright, so... let's see... There we go. Let's get this down. And then to make the gear, let's see here. Bronze plate and bronze ingot. Yeah, whenever I'm trying to make stuff, I usually just slap the 2 things together that were initially there, and it gives me exactly what I wanted. So let's throw 1 into there, take our 8 back out. Cool beans, cool beans. I'm really excited to get the rest of this structure built up. I know y'all can't, like, see what I'm seeing, obviously, for the future here. Maybe you can. I don't know. Maybe if you can, reach out to me. But essentially, we're going to be doing a large platform in the nearish future. So with the gear thing, we can go put this in the multi-servo press. Pulverizer requires 2 bronze gears. Okay. And eventually the pulverizer will be upgradable to be better than the hammers, I think. Maybe? I don't know, because Ben's added to where you can do compressed blocks in the hammers. It's not too useful to us right now because it's just going to fill up this inventory faster, which is going to fill up this inventory faster, but it's not going to make this machine run any faster. Does that make sense? And we don't really have a problem with the speed because all the machines run at the same pace. Does that make sense in any way? I hope so. We don't need to upgrade this to compressed because we're not going to get anything extra out of it. This one's not going to run any faster. It's just going to take 9 times longer to get the same amount out. Does that make sense? We're going to have to wait until we have 9 to get the 9 dust instead of just doing it one at a time. So there's no need for us to upgrade that until later on when we can actually upgrade them all. So we have the gear working done. Let's go to here. And then it was 2. Is that not how that works? Oh, it's 4 to make 1. Okay. Then that's 1, and that should be another. Okay, cool. All right. And again, we could toss this over to here, and it will run even faster. I'm gonna take a snooze. Oh, I did go exploring with our jet ski some more, just to hit some more boats, because I wanted some more iron. I don't know, call it a little cheeky if you wanna, but I wanted some more buckets. Okay. Oh, and that's something I forgot to update you on, which we'll get to in here in just a second. But the jet ski you can actually find on the large white boats. Let's see. Okay, there's one. So on those boats, sometimes in the chest, there are jet skis. If you don't want to do the jet ski questline challenge, whatever, you can go find it in the world. Although that might be more difficult than just completing the quest, who knows. Anyways, the sink has also been added to the pack. So now we have a pretty easy source of infinite water. This is made just using terracotta, a bucket, and some iron. This is why I had to go find some more iron. But essentially, this is infinite water. What we can do now is throw dust up here. It will be put into the barrel, and of course, water is being piped in. This will give us a very quick clay production system. If you're curious, like, man, Chance, how did you get all that, clay so quickly? Right there. So that is done. The gears should be done. We're gonna need to make another hammer because I don't want to break one of these just to make a, make my point here. The baby creepers always terrify me in that scenario when they fall down because I'm like, oh man, he's gonna see me, he's gonna blow up. They haven't thus far, so I guess that's a good thing. The pulverizer, we're gonna need the hammer, we're gonna need a copper. Let's see. Grab this stuff out. And I'm gonna need some sticks. Grab a stack. Alright, so pulverizer, hammer. Don't we? Yeah, we already have that, okay. Bam. And now it should just be pulverizer completion. And the pulverizer allows us to put sand in here, and we can get dust back out. Which is kind of nice, because it means that we can ex-nay the need for dust in our system, and we'll start using sand and gravel instead of gravel and dust. So, next we need sand dust, which I was just talking about. You put sand in, you get 2 sand dust and 2 regular dust out, with a 50% chance of getting an additional one of each. So, this is kind of nice, because dust, currently, dust to dust, only gives us a 1 output, whereas sand will now give us a 2 output. Let's throw that in there. Give me my little worker machine here. Uh-oh. We're gonna have to throw this back in the power setup? No. Why is this not Oh. This one's not even hooked up. That had to be the reason why. Yeah. Alright, so obviously we can get a whole lot of dust and sand dust now, and we don't need to use the sieve. Which, yes, we could have done this off camera, but I would have felt really bad making this much progress without you guys and girls. So, that's done. Next, and finally, we get to the next tier of transformation powder, which is made using sand dust, pore transformation powder, and pebbles. So, looks like we are going to need to make a setup for auto pour transformation powder in the near future. For the time being, though, we're just going to stick to what we got here. We'll go ahead and go make some pour transformation powder, because that'll be really easy for us. And we can just use the dust that we have on us, plus a little bit of this. That. A couple of those. And let's see. There we go. Our inventory is getting a little full. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Bada bada bum 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 bum. I don't actually know if we'll need any more plates than what I had there, but I just wanted to make sure that I had enough, so I feel like 8 was plenty fine. And indeed it was. So we have the pour transformation. Then what was the rest of it? Pebbles? Yeah. Just a whole lot more pebbles. So maybe we will want this pebble set up. No, wait. We can get pebbles from elsewhere, can't we? Okay, this is saying that it's only produced through here. But we get it through sieving gravel. Do I ever plan on not sieving gravel? Probably not. So we'll probably always be good on stone pebbles. Which really, I mean, what more could you need? And well, there we go. That's almost 2 stacks of the improved transformation powder. And there's 8 more just because, you know, why not? Why to the not? So, improved matter. Now we need to get into the improved organic matter. A better tier of organic powder. Bronze blocks can be placed underneath to convert fluids. So we need to get this improved organic fluid so that we can put the improved transformation powder in and get improved organic matter. Now the improved organic fluid can be made by putting a block of bronze underneath a lava in a barrel. So we have that block of bronze that I said we were going to be needing. And here we go. Boop. Now this should transform into... Oh, really? This takes a while, don't it? Oh, no. I was hoping it was going to be an instant transformation. It was a little silly, huh? But what we should be able to do now is place this in here, and it shouldn't go into this barrel. Basically, it'll just wait for this to transform every time, and then give us our output down here. Which, there, we can grab that for our quest completion. I'm to my carrots. I'll probably throw them back in the system. So yeah, that'll run through at an extraordinarily slow pace there. But we do have what we need, and we can always speed that up in the future. Especially now that we have a huge old lava farm, it should not be difficult at all to increase production rates, right? All right, so let's do the thing. Put our improved matter in. Now it won't get put back out into the system here because we don't have any of what it can create quite yet. Wait for this to pop through. The iron, nickel, and aluminum. Thank goodness, I thought that was going to be another loud sound, but it was not. And then that gives us 4 more, which we'll just immediately throw back into the system. So then we'll get raw iron, which is good. I no longer have to go out to sea to find my iron. And I'm guessing it's going to be the same thing as before, 4-to-4 ratios. There we go. You can hit K. Oh, really? I was expecting the sound of music there. Oh, right. We haven't got the ingots yet. Okay. All right. Very soon. Very soon. Our inventory's getting very cluttered as well. Very, very cluttered. There's the nickel. Aluminum. And that'll be iron. So, everybody prepare yourselves. Prepare yourselves. Here it comes. And does this does give me more. Cool. All right. Now, what do we need for simple storage? Invar Constantan alloy. This comes from diving gear. So we actually have to go past that to get what we're looking for here. So we need Constantan. Yeah, Constantan. That's right. And Invar. These can be made in the induction smelter using the materials that we just got. So iron and nickel makes Invar rather. I believe copper and nickel makes Constantan. Then Ben has brought it upon himself to make Invar Constantan, where you combine Invar and Constantan together to make an even newer alloy. Which then apparently we can combine with aluminum to make a waterproof ingot and go into a whole lot of other stuff here. But what we really need is that Constantan Invar so we can get to simple storage, which is of course the creme de la creme of early game storage access. So, that being said, let's see how quickly has this been producing. It's only at 16, so yeah, we're gonna need a whole line set up for that. I'm thinking maybe we do four barrels set up just for the improved material there. But let's go ahead and throw this in, and we need to set up another little 2x2 drawer here for our new items. There it is. So what I typically do here is I like to set the drawer first, because if you put it in there, it's just going to start receiving all the other items. So set the drawer before you put it into your system here. Nickel, not tin. We don't have any more iron pieces. I'm going to have to run back here real quick and grab some. There. And then we'll want to lock this using our drawer key. We can pick it up. And voila. And since this isn't functional storage, that should already be connected there. So if I put, I don't have any more. Well, basically if I right click this, yeah, there, it went straight up. Cool, cool beans. So, let us grab some more sand, and we're just gonna put it back here in the pulverizer. And let's grab the rest of this stuff out. And then we're going to go set up our system to make that a bit more fluid flowing. Oh wait, that's just sand. Give me that sand back, you silly. So then we'll need pebbles. Maybe more, perhaps. So let's go ahead and make as much of this as we can. What did we run out of? Sand dust? Does this require sand dust? Yeah, it does. That's how you upgrade. Right. Okay. Okay. Throw everything back in there. Pour transformation powder. I mean, I guess we can just throw all this in that barrel system, and then we'll just start working on a whole new little get up here. I wanted to go through the improved first and then through the pour transformation, although the pour transformation may go into this one. Yeah, so we're kind of producing both at the same time there. Cool beans. Cool beans. So now let's set up, like I was saying, our auto system for this stuff, because clearly it's going to be needed, given this is how we generate resources. So, yeah, let's do the system before I try to set up, like, storage controller, because I think having this automated would be more beneficial to us. Let's drop everything off so I'm not confused by this or that or whose or what's. It's sand, glass, sort, and tin. Cool. Do we have a backpack in this? No, that's just creating a new waypoint. Do we have backpacks at all? No, not really. I mean, we can get to those eventually, but by the time we can get to them, I'll probably still want it. That being said, so we're going to need 4 blocks of bronze. We have 15, so we're going to need some more copper, more tin. We have 15. It goes, what? 19, 23, 27. Let's do 24 and 8. That'll give us 32. Production. There we have it. Let's take this back out. I'll throw this there. Why does it? You're playing with me. All right, and yeah, these compression dynamos. By the way, you can also put the poor organic fluid or whatever the heck it's called, the next one up, right? The stuff that you throw this into. Improved organic fluid, whatever. You can place this into your compression dynamo to generate 20,000 FE per tick instead of 10,000, so double. Perhaps that's better. Maybe when you have a larger system in place, that's something that you'd want to do. For now, though, we're okay. So what we're going to look at doing is pulling off some lava from one of these tanks and sending it into a system. So the wooden, or sorry, we're going to need stone barrels. So we're going to need stone slabs. Do we have? We have plenty. Plenty. Except it can't be done with cobblestone. Cobblestone, I don't know why everyone picks on you, man. You're the only stone that really... Well, I mean, I guess you got other uses, right? You got other stuff going on. Maybe you don't have time for these regular recipes, as it were. Who knows? Who really knows? There's all that bronze. Let's go throw this into here. Dun, 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 my dear. Probably could have gotten away with making 3 because once we have the new setup, we're going to take down the old setup because there's no need for it. Now, we have this. Essentially what I want to do. I don't know how soon in this pack we're going to get flight or elevators, which kind of worries me. I need a good source of ender pearls, and our farm doesn't actually allow for that, so I'm not sure... Not sure what we're going to do with that. Alright, so we have our 4 barrels. We're going to send lava up and into them. I'm thinking we just build a whole new platform. Have that. Let's get some sticks and some logs. Gonna have to make some ladders for now. Is that not how you make ladders? Oh, recipe hasn't been changed. I don't know why I thought it was planks. Silly goose. Okay, and then we're gonna need granite paving, so let's get some granite. And my handy dandy chiseler. I think this is the one that we use, yeah? Paving? Yeah. Alright, so we have that and that. We're gonna keep this pretty basic. I'll make it look good later. Later, alligator. Alright, so from here... that should be fine. And we'll come in this. Oh, do I have this? Yeah. Telling you, building this stuff becomes so much easier when you have the infinity wand. In case that wasn't already very apparent. This is why we chose to kind of go for a square setup this go around. There we go. Had to be one of the easiest platforms ever built. What we can do now is take some of our fluid pipes, run this up, and now we have access to our lava system. Now, I will say this only has access to the 32 crucibles below us. It does not have access to those 11 over there, which is fine. It's perfectly fine. What we're going to do now is take our 4 blocks of bronze. 4 blocks. Our 4 barrels. 4. And pump. Why is this not... Ah, right. Export. Am I going to need an upgrade for any of this? Yeah, probably will want at least one upgrade. All right, let's go get that real quick, because the pipe upgrades are really, really cheap, to the point where it's like, you'd be a fool not to. Let's just take this, that. And even making them is like, yeah, okay, that was easy. We'll leave that there. Ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum. Da-da-dun-dun-da-da. Oh. There we are. Oh, you cheeky. Oh, wait. There we go. You can shift right click the pipe upgrades into the system, by the way, if you didn't know. So see. All right, so there's our 4 buckets of improved organic fluid. And our 4 sources of organic fluid. Essentially, we would pipe stuff into here. Have it come out through there. The thing is, right now we're set up on what is going to be the bottom of our base. So eventually our base will be set up above this, so we'll run it up. I think for the time being, though, we can just run this out. I mean, technically I could just put a chest up here, but... Actually... Yeah, let's leave this like this. And... we will just put a chest on there for now. We're just going to move our current setup over, basically. Because I want to get into automating the dust and all that good stuff, I believe. Or do we want to wait till we have simple storage? Because once you have simple storage, it makes automating all this a bit easier, I think. As long as the upgrades aren't hide behind something ridiculous. But if you use the stock upgrade, keeps a consistent stock of items in the attached inventory, this should be very doable to make our dust as well. I'm going to go ahead and retract my statement there. Because we're not going to be able to get redstone for quite some time here, it seems. Okay. That's fine, I suppose. Let's see, is this still trying to run through? Oh my goodness, this is going to take forever. But we do have some more materials, so that's good. We'll go through this in the sifter. That, and that, and that. Oh, nope, not the dust. Actually, the dust I want it to bring with me. And some chests. I'm going to go ahead and get this running through up here. And it should go a bit faster. Approximately 4 times. Ah, shucks. Let's see. What we might could do is just have it pipe out of here Go into those, and out of here, go into those. If I put those in, yeah, should just feed it right back to give us the improved organic matter. This will take its time, and then it'll do 4 more. Cool. Alright, so we'll just leave that alone for right now. That is completely set up. And that does bring us to having all new material, which is really rather nice. I kind of want to go see actually how we're doing, because if setting simple storage up is going to be a rather soonish thing, maybe we go ahead and do that. Let's see, 50. Take all those. Oh no, we don't need 10 pieces. Dense, what does that give us? 14, 14, 12. Oh, wait, can I put this in the induction smelter so I can kind of skip a step? Additional chance. So you can actually make more of your items by putting it in the induction? Boostable? Can you put gravel or flint down here? Flint is typically one that you can. No, but it looks like you can put sand and calcite. Well, I wonder which catalyst is going to be better then. Let's see. Sand. No. Pulverizer. No, typically you can see the, like, usefulness of something, right? Ah, here we go. So primary modifier 1.75, auxiliary 1.75. Hey, that's not so shabby. And then what was the other one? Calcite? What do you got for me? Reduction 2.0 on primary and 1.5 on auxiliary. With a 10% use chance, whereas sand, I believe, had higher. So this would give us more of our base item, which I think is what we want. So let's go throw this into the induction smelter. We may end up making some more induction smelters if this is going to be the case. Yeah, so that's giving us a 2-to-1 ratio. And does that do it every time? No. Okay. But hey, that's still pretty good. And we're getting some nickel back out of it too. I just heard it. We're getting some nickel back. Nickel back. Really jamming us on the tunes there. We basically don't need this here anymore. Yeah. Destroy! Destroy! I realistically don't need this barrel here if I get the same kind of setup up top over here. Oh, got some lag there. But this should also be pumping things out, like I was saying, much, much faster. Yeah, so we're already up to whole stack there. Ooh. Ooh, cool beans. Let's go through this to the sifter. And I think we should be able to actually get into some Invar Constantan crafting. Well, no, because we got to put all these through the induction, right? And that doubles as well. Ooh, and gives us copper. Okay, well, I'm glad that everything gives us a little bit of something else, right? Makes my job a little bit easier. So let's come back into the quest book real quick. And this requires scuba gear, which we're probably going to hold off on scuba gear for a little bit. Used to make a big fluid tank. Ooh. In and out fluids used on the edges of the fluid tank. Okay, so this is different. Oh man, this is going to be fun. I don't generally work with mechanism tanks, so I am excited to get into that. What do we have after this? Or rather, what do we get down here? 4 resonant integral components. That could be really good. Oh, also, we do have some unclaimed rewards back here. It's just random mobs. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm sure we can do this, use this for something at some point in the future. the time being, I'm not going to claim them because it seems like more of a headache than anything. But it's cute. It's cute. I do appreciate. All right, so let's go through this last bit of stuff in here. The aluminum. The aluminum. What? I'm sorry. Aluminum. You can pulverize it into aluminum dust, and then, yeah, I guess you can do that then. That's a little annoying. So if we want to do the same thing with aluminum, we're going to have to add an extra machine to process. I'm just trying to think about a thermal line, basically. Does this give me 2? You know, per each? Yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah, what I'm thinking is like, we'll have an induction smelter for each material, right? Or maybe we can have the same one if we have it powered up enough. I don't know. I'm thinking in sort of results, because we can obviously pump calcite into this pretty easily using the resource gen, so we can keep our double production up on things. Yeah, so coming out of the machine, it'd go induction smelter, or sorry, it'd go pulverizer induction smelter for aluminum. That's fine. So what are we sitting at here? We have 10. There's the iron. We got 19 iron and 25 nickel. We also got some nickel nuggets. And of course, iron, if we really need, we can just go find some more ships. That's not a huge deal. I say let's go ahead and get some Invar going now. So let's go. I think it's a 1-to-1 on Invar. Throw those two together. And our backpack is getting a little full. Let's go drop off some items. That. Dust. Ladder. Okay, much better. I do really want to get a backpack in this mod pack, though. I think it would be rather excellent. Oh, we need copper, too. Shucks. Alright, well, that's fine. We'll let that aluminum run through while we go grab some copper. And let me break this bronze back down, because otherwise I'm going to end up forgetting that we have it. Copper. And the copper nuggets, is that a non... Yeah, okay. Oh, hey, it's still better than nothing, right? It's just that little bit extra for free. Take that, and we'll again do 6 and 6. And that's same ratio. Okay, cool beans. But that should allow us to get into simple storage now, right? Lock. What are we still missing? Oh, right, we have to make the alloy. Okay. So there's our Constantan. Dropped the Invar off, didn't I? What you get when you try to clean up your inventory. 9, 12. Alright, and we're gonna have to get to bed here. I'm not sure how much of the Invar Constantan stuff we'll need, but I bet you if I just throw all this stuff in, we'll probably not be needing it too much here, hopefully. Oh, that gives us 4, really? Oh, right, because it takes 3 of one and only 1 of the other. Shucks. So we're going to need more Invar than Constantan for those recipes. Now we have that. Ah, finally, simple storage. Oh, how it was so difficult to get to you. Although, coming back here, I'm going to say we do get some extra materials, but we just get extra Invar. Constantan. Do we get any extra here? Yeah, some extra bronze. Oh, an extra block of bronze. Wow, Chance, you really got to open your eyes here, man. You're just missing out on all this free stuff. All this good, tasty, free stuff. All right. So, let's look into simple storage, shall we? This requires a chest plus Invar. Let's get chest and wood, you never know. that is our basic network setup. And we need the storage inventory from that. Storage request, crafting, storage remote. This. Crafting remote. Storage remote. How do you make the crafting remote with one of those? Okay, so we're gonna need a lot more Invar Constantan, right? Yeah, because we're already missing what we need. We only have 5 pieces here. Constantan. Do we have any more Invar? No, we're gonna need to make some of that. The copper. Nope, bronze. Got a lot of bronze. So we might need to make some of this pore transformation fluid or powder. Oh, shucks. Never mind. Whoa. A lot. Okay. Now I should be able to hit K. No, because I don't have an inventory space. Okay. Just put some of this stuff down for a second. Alright, so we're good on copper and tin for quite some time here is what I'm seeing. Now, can we put this in the induction for any boostable amounts? Let's see, induction. Additional chance 50%. Non-boostable though. So this is just raw, we get 50% extra chance for additional ores. Let's go throw that in the induction. And you know what? We're probably just going to make a whole new induction smelter. So let's get some tin pumping through our multi-servo press. I think it takes 6 to make 1. So let's go ahead and try and make 2 more. I think that would be a good setup. And to get to our end of the quest rewards here, what all are we going to need? Sand, dust, 8 of each. 32 network cables. That's going to be a feels bad. 8 copper hammer, bronze, organic, Invar, and kelp. Kelp? Salty organic matter? Interesting. How do we get this? Seawater? Salt? How do we get seawater? Salt? Salt? Is that just something we find? Probably something we find down below. If I had to guess about it. Which I'm not excited for going down because it gets really, really dark in the water. Like, incredibly dark. But that, you know, that's fine. We'll probably just go straight down and start mining and give ourselves a little secret tunnel thing there. Alright. Let's see. That copper's all done. The tin plates are all done. Let's throw tin and copper into the induction. No. I need Invar, right? Make more of this. Because we have the Constantan. Need more iron and nickel. Just toss it all in there. We can always get more later. And let's see what we have produced over here. A little bit more. Just a little bit. The nickel we're going to need to place through, but first let's go ahead and grab bronze. We're going to need some cobblestone. And then I believe we're going to need 4 furnaces, right? Because it's 2 furnaces for each smelter. There you go. 2 more induction smelters, and we throw them on the line. 20, 20, 40, 60, 1 something, Invar, constant. 120, 140. I think we're still keeping up with power. Yeah, we are. Okay. All right, and then let's see about just, well, I probably should have grabbed some more calcite. Honestly, I should probably just pump calcite into that, but I'm not sure. No, it should be doable. I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Basically, we're probably just going to set up a resource generator underwater here that pumps the calcite in. And what we'll end up doing is, I think this is the bottom. We'll just do something like that. The only thing is you don't want calcite going up top. You only want it going down below. How would you stop it from just pumping up top? Oh, it can't go up top. Okay, hey, there you go. All you need to know. Okay, so then we should be able to throw raw iron in there. Raw nickel in there, and those will get boosted. There's some more of that. Our gear packing thing back in there. And now we might be able to finish our quest. Let's see. Storage request table. There we go. Then we can do this. Oops. That. And that. Now we are going to have to go back and make another crafting table, right? Or another storage request table. Let's see. Or no, actually I won't need the storage request table, I don't think, if I have the crafting remote. Right-click on your network root block to connect to your storage network wirelessly. Okay, so then technically, could I... What do we do with the root block? Or did it get turned into one of these? No? What? Ah, there it is. It went to the storage remote. Okay, that's fine. There's that now. And then how do we make the cables? The network cables. 2 Invar and aluminum. Oh, we're all out by 1. Shucks. So close. We're almost level 50 though, so that's kind of cool. Nickel, iron, production smelter. All right. So, do still have Constantine. Could give us enough there. And voila, the network cables. Which this goes then into the imports, exports, link cables, all that good stuff. So we are going to want the link cables, which require chest surrounded by 4 network cables. And then how do we want to do this? I guess for the sake of simplicity, I can just go ahead and show y'all how this works. Probably going to be easier done on the front here. So essentially, this network root is like the battery or the brains of your system. This is what you absolutely need for your system to work. The link cables attached to a storage inventory, right? So the drawer controller is storage, chests are storage. It's connected to the network. And now if we right click, I have access to everything in our network and it's wireless. And I believe this goes infinite range, which is a little broken, honestly. But yeah, we have access to everything in our storage drawers all over our base now. Obviously, this thing isn't going to stay right here. I just wanted to show you really quick how simple this is and the fact that you don't actually need a storage request table. Once you have your remote, you're good to go. And once you have your remote, you can, of course, craft, pull things out, put things in, and it works perfectly fine. So, that being said, we're going to want to connect this storage network route to all of our current chests, right? or maybe even set up a whole new chest system, and then also into our current storage controller here, which we're probably going to move because it's sitting in the middle and we can allow more access points if we just move it a little bit. What I could do is move this resource generator and move this down. But if I'm going to do that, I want to clear inventory. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you for having joined me on episode 5 of Seaopolis 2. We are going to call it here because this is a good point to stop, I think. We got into storage networks, we'll go ahead and set up the system for it here. And I guess we also need to set up a better improved matter transformation system. Do we do storage first or matter transformation? Well, we're gonna need the matter transformation to make all the storage items, so we'll probably go for matter transformation. Anyways, I want to say thank you for everyone for having watched the video all the way through. Everyone here on the stream, we're not ending the stream, of course. The stream will continue to go, but we are ending this current episode for YouTube. So thank you all so very much. Please be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new here and you want to see more awesome content from yours truly. Of course, as per the usual, hope you all stay safe, stay awesome, stay crafting, and until next time, peace out.